What's up guys, Tim from Sports Gaming HD, and I'm back with another episode of the QPR series. Today we've got a game against Newcastle, a massive game against Newcastle. As you guys know, we are both of us at the top end of the table, right end of the table. So it means it's a massive game in terms of battling for title race, Champions League qualifications, that sort of thing. Okay, we're only in December, so Champions League qualification doesn't really come into it at the moment, but obviously reminds me we've got to recap how the league form has gone and how we've done in the Champions League so far. So, and also transfers. There is a transfer. After looking at all the new gens, I come across this guy. And why have I got that? Go away. I got this guy, who's a beast. As you see, look at his attributes. They are just incredible. I think he's what you describe as a wonder kid. He's really good. Really pricey. Coming up to, £10.75 million. That's a lot of money. And then we got this guy whose work permit is still to go through. He looks really sad. He looks a really unhappy new gen. He's like, I don't want to be a new gen. I want to be a real player. He's a right back stroke centre back. Again, he's got amazing attributes. I mean, you look at this, and I came across the other guy who I was trying to find in the previous episode, Argentine centre back. He's basically, what he is a less developed version of him, and I'll show you. It's this guy. He went to Leverkusen instead. This is the one I was looking at, but he's a lot more pricey. Basically what he is, I think, is a more developed version than the guy we've got, and we've got the other guy really cheap, except the other guy's dribbling is a lot better, but he went to Leverkusen for £10.25 million, so it's a lot of money. So I think we've actually done better, really, except he looks really sad. Maybe I'll tell him a joke or something, you never know. With regards to fixtures, things have gone very well. Well, they've gone very well. On the face of it, yes, they've gone very well. And in the previous episode, I was telling you about how we've been more efficient than attacking and more we've not been flamboyant. We've not been scoring loads of goals. Now, that's changed in a way. It appeared to have changed, as you see. Last episode, we played against Spartak Moscow in the Champions League, and Teixeira got 2 goals. Reece Williams got another goal himself. Then played Wigan, thumped them 3-0. Carlos Fiore got a hat-trick, which is amazing, obviously. We want to keep him playing, keep him happy, keep developing him. Then we played against Norwich and drew 1-1. Now, that was because I rotated the team. A little bit of rotation, as you see Ali Almado in goal, Seamus Coleman, Keir, Indy, a little bit of rotation, some key players, because I wanted to rest them for the Dortmund game. And then we played Dortmund with a full-strength team, thumped them 4-0 at home. Abel Hernandez got 2 goals to Sarah, and a regen, or some Dortmund player got an own goal. And that wrapped up the Champions League group. We won it, or confirmed our qualification, or something, whatever they call it, on that game, which was awesome. Then we played a couple of days later, 4 days later, against West Ham away and drew 1-1. We were sluggish in this game. We were attacking, but not clinical enough. And then, well, I didn't mean to click that, sorry. Then we played against Aston Villa, and this was by far the worst performance of the season. We were so bad in this game. We won 4-3, but we had to keep coming. We came back from, I can't remember what we came back from a lot of goals. It was at least 2 goals, 2-0 down, 2 or 3-0 down. We were so bad. It took the little 91st minute for Abel Hernandez to score. But what is amazing is, well, really good is that we played awful, and we played awful against Everton this game here. We won it 3-2. We came back to win it. 89th minute in this game. We can play really badly in these 2 games, and yet we can still get the job done. That's the crucial thing. Then we went to Benfica. It was a meaningless game. We'd already qualified, as I was saying. Went to Benfica and got a respectable 1-1 draw, which is awesome. And it's funny actually. Insua got 2 goals. You see, I was looking at left backs to try and buy some. I'm looking at Alexandro Porto, a couple others who are really expensive, scarily expensive, and also really expensive and not that good, not that impressive. I mean, Insua's attributes are really no different in terms of, he's no worse than all of them. So it's yeah. So it's funny how he scored. It's almost like, you don't need a new left back. I'm here. I'm here. Don't worry, I'll get the job done. So Champions League, as I say, we have won the group, with Dortmund going through as well as us. And Spartak Moscow had a terrible run there. -10 goals difference was that. And then Premier League, we are currently sitting in third with 2 games in hand on Man City at top, 1 game in hand on Newcastle. So we're very much in the title race, which is good to see. Liverpool is still doing terribly down the bottom there. Let's just jump around to it actually. Oh, it's another invalid token, another one. My game's going to crash, is it? That probably means it's going to crash. Oh well. Hopefully it won't crash in the game. We're at home today. Theo Walcott playing on the wing, he won't like that. He will not like that at all. Right, I'm looking. We have to win this really. With the quality of our squad and our form, just hope. I mean, if we play badly against Newcastle, we won't win. It's not like playing Everton or Villa. If we play badly, we'll lose. I think Theo Walcott does well there to keep that ball in, but Insiro picks it up nicely. I can't believe how bad we were against Villa. It was almost as if we just turned up and thought, screw it. We've played amazing against all those big teams in the previous month, played brilliantly against Dortmund. Screw it, we'll have a day off. And then we'll carry that day off until the Everton game. We'll have a day off there as well. But we can still get the job done. We'll go in third gear. We don't need to be, we don't need to rack up the intensity of our performance. And Theo Walcott's going to score. Do not score. Hey, he's missed it. £20 million and you can't hit the target. £20 million and you cannot hit the target. We've signed, as I say, we have signed that new player who's what can only be described as a wonder kid. Again, very expensive, yes, but we have the money to burn. The money's there. After selling Walcott, who's facing us today, as I said, the money's there to spend, so we're going to spend it. Might as well spend it because I say we've been saving up for a new stadium. So we got a report, monthly report, I think, and it said made a profit of whatever it was, and expected to our financial situation is supposed to improve and all that sort of good stuff. So I thought, oh, we're in a financial really good position, described as rich. The financial actual report is really, really good. So that's a really good run there by Tadic with a terrible finish. So I thought, and we're selling out every week. Selling out more or less every single game now. Our attendance is amazing, which you'd expect because we're now a top Premier League team. Top European team now, obviously. We're Champions League for. So I thought I'll request a new stadium. See what Tony Fernandes says. He said we've not got the fan base. What a load of bullshit. What a load of bullshit. Why would you... a couple of seasons ago, when we got our stadium increased, our capacity... I said I asked for it, and then they said no. For I think didn't have the money or something. Then a few months later, then they did a meaningless increase in stadium. It was really pointless. A couple hundred. It was ridiculous. But and the cost of it was stupid as well. They did that, and they said the way they justified it is because it's something like to support our expanding fan base or something. They said. Yet now they're saying we won't build you a new stadium. Now, if they'd said we don't have the money, I can understand that. Hernandez should have buried that. Cruel made a good say there. If they can say we don't have the money, okay, yeah, our financials are really good, but it costs a lot of money, hundreds of millions to build a new stadium. So I can understand that. Particularly in London, it's going to cost even more if they take that into account. Yeah, I can understand that. Fair enough. But to say we've not got the fan base is a complete joke because we've more than got the fan base to support a new stadium. So that really irritated me. Calistrio is going on, actually. He's been in great form. Yeah, so I thought it was a bit of a comical answer. So I really don't know if we're going to get a new stadium. I don't know if... Maybe if Fernandes sells, the new owner might have a change of heart. I mean, he's been looking to sell sort of thing. He's been enjoying life at the club and happy to stay, all that sort of stuff for a while now. So maybe he'll sell. And then we'll get a new stadium because we've not got a stadium suitable for a team that's made easy work of our Champions League group. Really, the difficulty of it with Dortmund, Benfica, Spartak Moscow. We made we made light work of it. So yeah, we don't have the stadium to support that. But the owner won't build me a new stadium. which is stupid. I know. I've heard a lot of you say things like you got new stadiums after winning the Champions League or after winning Premier League, all that sort of stuff, which is fair enough. And no doubt we probably will end up probably getting our own stadium after that. But the fact is, we shouldn't have to wait till then because we've got this fan base. Financially, is clearly not the reason. It's financially not the reason why we're not getting one. It's the fan base. We've got the fan base cleverly there with the great finish. Ball was obviously bobbling around in the box a little bit. So yeah, that's a really annoying thing. It's really annoying that we're not getting the new stadium. I mean, even if it was a 30,000 seat stadium, I'll be pleased. I'll take that. I'll take a 30,000. I mean, if Chelsea want to build themselves a new stadium, I'll move into Stamford Bridge for them. I don't really mind. I'll take that. Anything is better than having a less than 20,000. Do not score. Do not score. Do not score. Carlos Fierro, Junior Hoylett, can we counter attack? Square it. Put in the box. Put in the box. Put in the box. Fierro. No, Ince, somebody finish it. Ince, he's offside. Yeah, he's offside. Fair enough. I was also, for a giggle, I was having a look at, because when I was looking for left backs actually, I was going through all the different international teams and all the top teams, seeing who's got what sort of thing, just get an idea of what's out there. And I went to Italy. Now I remember looking at Italy when I was playing AC Milan, whenever it was. Italy, other than Juventus, are in a real mess. A real mess. Domestically and internationally, all the players that play elsewhere, they're in a real mess, and there's such little quality. When you look at what you got, when you take into consideration our squad, so you go to Italy and you think, right, let's go and look at the AC Milan squad. Who can we pick up from them? Who's better than what we've got? Look at that. Look at where Inter and AC Milan are in the league. You look at them and think, right, let's see what we can improve. Take from their squad to improve our own. You think Pato maybe? But, he's injured all the time. His injury proneness is what the report says. His goal record, is that better than Alba Hernandez? Carlos Fierro? Don't think so at the moment. Robinho? 32 years old, too old. Players in the 30s I'm not really interested in. It's really poor. Bertolucci maybe. He's a bit of a beast. And then you go to Inter Milan, and the situation's very much the same. Schneider, yeah, maybe but he's 32 years old, so no, not interested. Jose Muriel, beast in FIFA, really, but not very good in the game. In this game, Pelosi, we've already had him. Javier Hernandez, £80,000, £88,000 a week for that. He's a really good player, but he rejected us a few years ago, so no, I'm not interested in you. You just get the idea of the squad, the quality, and then you go to Roma. The situation's more of the same. It's just not very good. David Luiz plays there. It's just not very good. It's really quite sad to see how these teams have developed, how they've all the best players have departed and got older. They're not rebuilt. I mean, in Juventus is sort of the opposite, or whatever you want to call it, of the situation. But it's really quite sad how it's developed. Which, you see, there's a bug. I mean, some people I saw on Twitter the other day. Somebody noticed it. See, it says Juventus now, not QPR. When I'm looking at the QPR squad, they've not fixed that. That's been there since the day this game came out. That sort of thing's happened. It's not changed. And now my game's frozen. No, it's not. We're back now. So yeah, that Italy being so poor. I know this is on the first patch. You've got to bear that in mind. But that means, I think, either two things. If it's the similar sort of thing is going to happen in the San Marino thing, that's one. Good news, because by the time we get to Serie A ourselves, it means potentially Juventus are going to be our only main competitor in the future. I mean, obviously I don't know how the new gens are going to come in, because we're not that far into the future in this game, so all the squads aren't new gens sort of thing. So in the future, you never know. New gens, Italy might be revitalised with new gens, but when my San Marino team gets there with good teams, because we're going to build it really well, of course. Human players always build the squad better than the computers do, generally anyway. So when we get to Serie A, we will have a good squad. Juventus will have a good squad, but the rest of the league will have poor squads, which is good, but it's bad because it means things could get boring and things could become difficult with regards to Champions League qualifications, because coefficients, they've already got 3 spots. We don't want them going down to 2 or something like that, or whatever the lowest they can get is. So yeah, that could be an issue, but generally, who knows what's going to happen. Still, it says Juventus. Alright, whatever. Next episode will come against, I think it's Reading, is it? I did check beforehand. Yeah, Reading. We've got Southampton in the FA Cup, I forgot to mention. So next episode, I'll do the Reading game. First game in a while. It's not been a big game, so well, it might be a big game. You never know where we're going to be in the league. Could be a game to go top or something like that. So I will come back. Then we're playing Chelsea. Why are we playing Chelsea? What the hell? Why are we playing Chelsea in the same month? Our 2 games against Chelsea. That's got to be rearranged games or something stupid. Right, I'll come back for the Reading games. Leave a like on this video if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.